Welcome back to the live replay, everyone. Today is March 26th, and we are going to continue working on Ashley's journal. Excuse me. We've got one order to pack in the meantime for Janice. And I'm just going to get everything ready to go here. Alrighty, yes, Janice grabbed a B grade espresso pre-made journal. So I'm gonna go get that for her. There we go. Welcome here, you guys. I'm just starting up. We're packing up Janice's B grade journal that she ordered during the live last night, and that is our last one for now. So we're gonna get to work on Ashley's journal. Yes, Carson, we hit 19 last night. This was the last one, number 38, 1638. Happy Friday Eve. Okay, what are we gonna do with the rest of this page? We need, oh yes, I can do a flip through. We're doing a notes box and March and some doodles, however we decide to do that. Let me show you where we're at. January. Oh, you missed the weeklies. Okay, yeah, we didn't get very far on the weeklies. And this is the last day that I will have Christine's journal here with me. So I can flip through that at some point in the live, maybe closer to the end when there's people who haven't seen it in a while. And then I'm going to be sending that off to her. Thanks for sharing the live, Asnath. February's stamp and Valentine's theme. Penny, thank you for the likes. March is where we are currently. And this is what we've got so far. And then we are in the middle of doing these weekly spreads. So yes, we're gonna do some kind of notes box here and then March along here. So I'm wondering if we just do like, since everything is boxes, I kind of feel like doing just highlighted rows for the notes, and plus that would match this page. And so we could do the little notes heading and then some highlighted lines. And then I'm wondering if we should just do like MAR. You know, if you were here for Summer's bullet journal, or I guess I ended up doing pretty much the same thing we did for Summer's journal in the pre-made journal with doing like DEC along the side of these weekly spreads. We could do that sort of thing, just doing like MAR with these sort of patterned bubble letters that we've been doing. Or we could write March smaller and have some kind of doodle featured more so. What do we think? Oh, really, Anahi? I feel like I didn't even change it that much. But that's too bad. Thanks for joining when you can. Sounds cute. Yeah, I feel like I really like the letters. I mean, they definitely weren't part of the original title, but I feel like they still work for everything. I think I'm gonna just start with the notes box because I think that's a safe option, just making it match the notes on the calendar page. Plus that, then we don't have more boxes. And then we'll decide how we wanna do the doodles. If Ashley comes and she has an opinion, she can help decide. And if not, we will just figure that out. Cross that bridge when we get there. Hey, Nicole. Rosie, welcome here. Hey, Melissa. Welcome here, everyone. We are just finishing up the weeklies for March. So I'm doing the notes box, and then we're going to figure out exactly what we want to do for our doodle and heading, which will go beside the notes box. Hey, question marks. I just started like 5 minutes ago, probably. Hey, Lauren. Oh, nice. Christine, thanks for joining again. All right, any thoughts for this side here? Thanks for the follow, Destiny. I was saying earlier, we didn't have a lot of people yet, but so how we did like the patterned letters over here, I was saying we could do kind of a similar thing to like December and just do like M-A-R with patterned letters over here. But I'm open to other ideas as well. That kind of turns the letters into the main doodle. So we can go with that or do something different. Ray, thank you for the follow. Sounds good. Hey, Christy. Well, I'm not really seeing any objections or other ideas in the chat, so I might just go ahead and do that. You know me, I always love making the lettering like the fun part and the focal point, so. Or sorry, I did see, oh, and I merged with a full calendar. She didn't request a calendar on each page, So I don't know if I would make that extra work for myself just for fun. I don't really like writing in all the little calendars. I guess I could do my stamps, but it's not one of the things that she specifically wants on each page. Oh, the notification worked. Nice. Alrighty, well, let's just do this then. Makes you want to take a nap. Oh, hey, Lisa, Shirley. My day has been pretty okay. You know what? I had a bit of a frustrating morning. So I always place grocery orders instead of going in. And my husband usually picks them up these days, which I love. But I was like, okay, I'll pick it up today. I don't want to always make him do it for me. And like, I don't know, I don't really mind doing it. We just kind of got into the pattern. So I ordered it for the morning and I was going to go pick it up, took my boys, went to the bookstore with them, which was like fun, but also so hard to get out the door without taking every book with you. You know, I was like, no, we're going to buy 2 books, like one for each boy. And so it was like, yeah, fun, but also a little bit stressful and a few meltdowns. And then we got to the grocery store and they didn't even have our order ready. So now we have to come back, which is just like, I don't know. We waited there for quite a while and they were like, oh yeah, no, sorry, it's not coming out because it's not even ready yet. We've never had that happen before. So it just felt like a very, you know, I'm more of a homebody. So getting out of the house in the first place was like, all right, we can do this. We're going to have a good morning out. And then it just kind of, I don't know, turned a little bit stressful. Yeah, now we need to figure out when to pick up the groceries later, which just doesn't fit with our schedule. That's why we picked the morning, but whatever. The screen is getting close to its end. Hopefully I can make it through the rest of the letters. KCC, not long at all, like 10 minutes maybe. Hey Miranda, thank you so much for following. Yeah, I know, I'm so spoiled with the grocery pickup thing. I haven't gone in person to get groceries in so long. So I probably need to just get over it, but it's just, yeah, it was just a frustrating morning with a lot of not listening in the first place from the toddlers and then grocery mishaps. And I'm just like, feeling a little bit more fatigued from the morning than I usually am. You know what, Shirley? That's one of the problems is my 3-year-old. I've talked about this before. So he watches almost no TV. He gets to watch 2 mornings a week. He gets to pick a show to watch. And the show options are VeggieTales, Little Bear, Franklin, and Zaboomafoo. Okay, very 90s, very tame. But he just fixates on like the bad guy, the scary things, even if it's not that scary. I mean, obviously it's not that scary. It's VeggieTales and Zaboomafoo. And then he just obsesses over them. And that's all he wants to talk about with other kids. That's all he wants. So of course the books that he was looking at, we were at our local like Christian bookstore, and of course he's finding, oh, this one has a scary guy and I want it. So that was basically the big issue, was like, no, buddy, you're not going to take home this like comic book Bible that has a picture that you think is scary of Samson and the lion or whatever, because it's made for 12-year-olds, and you're going to choose a 3-year-old book. 'Cause yeah, he's in that stage where he just like fixates on everything that's even remotely scary and bad in his mind. He's like, yeah, this is cool. Like, where do you learn that? So yeah, we came home with some Easter books. That was my goal, was like, we're gonna go there and get Easter books. And then of course I wanted to let them look around and look at books, but it turned into just more of a battle of like, no, you're actually not 12 and you don't need a comic book Bible. We're gonna stick with the Easter books. But yeah, I don't know. I'm told that's pretty common. Boys going through that stage where they just, you know, fixate on bad guys and mean things. I don't actually know if it was like, if it had that official name, like the Action Bible. I'm not sure, but there was like a few options at our bookstore that were like very much like comic book style, definitely made for like preteens, with, yeah, like pictures that he thought were so scary and gross and cool. Okay, he is hilarious, Haley. He's, you know, he is the sweetest boy. I love him so much. But sometimes it's just like, okay, buddy, you've never watched a scary thing in your life. Can you stop like trying to make everything about bad guys? Like, we had a little 1-year-old over the other day. Too young to process this, but he takes his, like, he's got one dinosaur book that has a tiny picture of one dinosaur eating another dinosaur. Like, it's teaching you about meat eaters, right? He's like, look at this. Like, oh, come on, buddy. Like, can you give her a break? She's never played with bigger boys before in the first place, and then you're just like, yeah. He's in a stage, you know? A mostly lovely stage, but also has its frustrating parts. All right, I want to outline these, but first, if I'm going to do any other doodles, I want to do other doodles. Should I add a few like coins or clovers, do you think, to this area and kind of fill them in a little bit? Oh yes, sorry. Did I miss a question? CJ, the full personalized ones like this are in the hundreds, depending how many months you want. If you just want to add personalizations onto your like coloring book style journal like this, these ones start at 50, and then the personalizations are a bit extra. Clovers, you think, Lynn? Trying to decide if I should add big ones, like just 1 or 2 big ones. Well, 2 big doodles. Or if I should make like a small pattern in the back, or if that will be too much pattern because all the letters are going to have pattern on them. Maybe I'll just do kind of a couple of big clovers and coins wherever we have space. Hey, Yamil. Thanks for the tag on Instagram today. That turned out so cute. Yamil did her April setup in her journal. Oh, Ashley, as soon as I can get it edited, I filmed it on Tuesday. And I just need to edit it, which I'm hoping to do tonight. I would love to get it up tomorrow, but I am not sure if it will be quite ready by then. Oh, Ashley, I'm excited for your April month too. It's going to be a fun one. April's her birthday month, and it's going to be super bright and girly from what I understand. Hey, Bree. Welcome here. How's everyone else's Thursday going? Oh yes, I think we'll get to it today. I don't actually have any open orders currently. I packed up, Janice placed her order during the live last night for a B grade, so I packed that up before I even started doing this. And that is the only open one. If anyone else is interested in a journal kit, I can absolutely pack that for you, but we don't have any open ones at the moment. All right, time to outline and then add designs to our letters and stuff. Hey, Andrina. Welcome here, you guys. Thanks for joining. Oh, thanks, you guys. Thanks, Megan. Oh, this is the 4th of the next month. April. Is that right? April 2027, Sunday on a 4th. I think we're good. I think. Oh, I haven't actually noticed that, Nicole. But I haven't been looking for it. I'll have to start paying more attention to that. Because these are Crayolas. And it's working. But maybe it has been better before. Oh, no worries, Ashley. I'm just glad it wasn't an actual mistake. Thanks for the follow, Attune Your Space. Does everyone have their journals ready to go or planners ready to go for April? Yes, nice. I know I've seen a few of you share yours already, which I love. Thank you for tagging me. Plan for the weekend. Nicole, which ones? Because I tried the pupae and the, whatever these ones are, kumimi, sorry. I'm reading the pouch upside down. I tried those two, but I know they have other ones, which I would love to try some of their other ones. I should look into that. All right. Now we gotta add the designs onto the lightest green. I was gonna do those with a darker green. Oh yes, Megan, I can show you how I did mine. I've colored it, but I haven't actually planned my April, which I'm feeling a little bit behind. We're hosting family here for, I guess, the first full week of April. They're coming out. And so I've got to make all those plans for hosting them and feeding them and all of that stuff. And then we're going out to BC at the end of the month, which we normally, as you guys know, we're very much homebodies and we don't really leave for like big chunks of time, and we don't often host for big chunks of time either. So to have a little bit of both in the month is like, and I'm like the opposite of a procrastinator. Like if there's something that needs to be done, I did it yesterday. So this is like kind of stressing me out that I haven't planned every meal and everything for their visit yet, but I want to do that this weekend, plan my April now that I've colored it. Hey, Lizette. No, sorry, the shop is not closing for a break, but I would, I don't think I'll keep the kits open. I need to restock a few things, although the last few orders haven't been kits, so I actually still have everything. So I'll probably keep them open for the weekend, open today if anyone is interested in a journal kit. But yeah, I'll close those for a bit next week to restock some supplies. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, I am like opposite of a procrastinator. In college, my freshman year, we got our syllabus in December, and I finished all of my assignments for semester 2 by the end of January, and the rest of the semester I was just chilling because I cannot handle having things undone. Like I can't. I'm the opposite of a procrastinator in a good way sometimes, but also in a bad way, because it's like, no, I can't hang out with you. I can't enjoy it until everything that I know needs to be done is done. So yes, got my own issues with that, but not a procrastinator, that's for sure. Let's do a little flip through, and then we are gonna start April, birthday month. For Ashley. Let me read the prompt so that you guys can be brainstorming while I flip through this for you. Let me read the prompt here. April, oh, oops. Sorry, scroll down to the wrong sheet, the wrong part of the Google form. Pink gingham hearts, cherries, bows. If you have anything else you want to add to that, Ashley, or make us aware of, let us know. And yeah, pink gingham, hearts, cherries, and bows. So there will probably be a little bit of similarity, obviously, to our February spread, because we've got a little bit of pink gingham, pink stripes mostly, a couple bows hiding in there, but we'll make it different. March. Hey Anne, welcome here. Alrighty, so let's get ourselves ready for April. I'm gonna go over to Pinterest. I'm gonna open up your Pinterest board first, Ashley, because I don't remember what from there we're gonna want to use. Let me see. Ashley, there we go. I followed you so that I could easily find your board. There we go. All right, pink gingham, hearts, bows, cherries. I'm just seeing if you saved anything that you were like, I want exactly this, or like things from this. Okay, here's some gingham. Gingham with hearts. Cute. Familiar. Hearts again. Alrighty, so I just kind of grabbed some things from here that I think were likely pinned in relation to this month that we're about to start. I'll also go to Pinterest though, because I like to the main Pinterest. I'm actually going to check my board because I feel like I have a few things saved that remind me of that. Okay, obviously this one kind of with the cherries and bows. Just going to screenshot that one in case. Oh, yes, this is all Doodaloo on Instagram. I love her stuff. There's some more pink gingham. But I was picturing also, not that we'll necessarily use this, but oh yeah, things like this. I feel like I've been seeing so many like cards on my feed lately that just have like patterns that sometimes include those elements. I guess none of these four actually have gingham on them, but that's the idea that I feel like I've been seeing a lot of on my feed. It's just hand-drawn Valentine's cards full of pink and patterns, bows and hearts, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go to search for, I don't want to search Valentine's doodles, but I feel like Valentine's doodles would give us cherries, hearts, bows, probably all of those things, and in a color palette that you like, because you wanted light pink, dark pink with this month. Oh, whoops, I did half of my search. Too distracted. And I'm sorry, I can't see any comments while I am here in Pinterest, so I'll pop back into TikTok in a second to see if I'm missing any comments. Some of these are familiar. We did that little teddy bear and the kissy lips in January, in February. Oh yeah, there's the lovebirds that we did in February. Yes, Pinterest remembers us searching this. Okay, I like the little heart cherries with a bow. That's like everything in one. The heart sunglasses, those are cute. All right, I'm gonna pop back into TikTok for a sec just to see if I'm missing any comments, and then we'll look at cover page layouts. I feel like this is a category where I have some good doodle ideas. You know, I'm not as heavily reliant on Pinterest doodles for some of these ideas, but title page layout we can definitely grab from Pinterest. Let's go. Is this my main board? Yeah. Okay, so one that came to mind for me, I know I have it saved, so I'm going to scroll until I find it. But in the meantime, I should also be paying attention to other things. Okay, April. Bows, cherries, hearts, lots of pinks. I'm just making sure I've got this all locked in my head before I start scrolling too fast and miss things. Bows, cherries, hearts. You can tell what kind of themes I want to do in the future. A fishing lure theme? How cute would that be? Like, those are all so fun. Pasta, also cute. I'm thinking of a theme. Okay, these are more of like the cards that I was talking about. Super cute, but maybe like gingham in the middle instead of that stripey pattern or something. But I keep saving those because I feel like they would make such a cute journal title page. Okay, this is the one I was thinking of, but where's the title page for it? I think I have the title page saved, but we'll see if we can find it from here. You already know this is Ivana Journals. I always love her spreads, but the title page of this one would be so, like, such a perfect option here. Why does nobody have the title page pinned? Well, I'm going to screenshot this one just in case, but I'm going to keep looking for that title page because I feel like it would be a good option for this theme as a potential layout that we can use. I feel like we could do this, but with the heart-shaped cherries with a bow as the one main doodle, and then have like some pink gingham on the sides here and little either hearts or sparkles or something. Did I already screenshot that? I can't remember. I feel like we could do something like that. Oh, I love these bows as just inspiration for the bows themselves. Title pages though. Mm-hmm. Okay. We could do something. Oh, I hate when Pinterest does that. That was my fault though, I clicked right on it. Okay, something like this with doodles in the corner and then a calligraphy April in the middle. Cherries, bows, that kind of thing. I'm still looking for that Ivana Journals cover, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'm gonna go back into TikTok, see if I'm missing any comments from you guys. I'm also gonna double check how many things I've already screenshotted, because last time I felt like, oh, I've got no ideas, and then I actually had plenty saved. Okay, so yeah, some kind of like card where we basically like fill the page and include those elements in the card or the title page. Ivana Journals, I wish I could find the cover, but basically it's the same as this, but bigger on the page and just one frame in the middle. So we would do pink gingham instead of blue, and then have cherries in the frame instead of lemons and stuff. Oh yeah, this one, I feel like that was a good option too. That one, not as confident about that one, I would say. But I'm gonna come into the chat and see if I've been missing anything. Okay. Let me see. This was some of our layout options for March. Those were unrelated. And then these are the ones we saved from Ashley's board. I mean, we could do like just pink gingham all over the page with hearts on it like that, and then just like a big font as kind of the main doodle. Okay, I need a tiny bit more Pinterest time. I want to find one more cover page to add to our list of options. I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea first though. What have we got? Oh, right. I keep forgetting that Pinterest is like this. I can't touch it again, otherwise it does that. Okay, we could do something like this where like the little colored dots are gonna be hearts. And then just other doodles. So the bows, the cherries, kind of just a mixture of bigger doodles and little hearts. I'm gonna come back into TikTok for 1 sec and then we're gonna start a poll for ideas here. Oh, you don't like the frame in the middle? Okay. Good to know. So I should get rid of that idea then and go try to find another one. Okay, this doesn't show it well at all, but what if we would do, oh, I actually don't know if you have enough pages to do Dutch doors because you did the extra monthly spread every month. Unless we can still fit your calendar behind the Dutch door, but I don't know if that would work. Okay, let's just table this, but we could do a Dutch door. This doesn't show it well at all, what I'm picturing in my head, but it would be a pattern on the back page, but I'm thinking gingham on the page behind, and then April in big fancy calligraphy with like the cherry bow, you know, the bow on the top of the cherry kind of doodle in the middle. So like a big title doodle, but then cut around it with gingham hiding behind. We could do that if we can still fit. Yeah, because you have 6 monthly pages instead of 4. We just need to make sure that if we ever do a Dutch door, we can still use the page behind it for some of your monthly pages so that we don't lose a page. You know, like in Christine's journal, we just kind of lost a page, but that was fine because she only had 4 monthly pages. So we had a little bit more wiggle room. So yeah, I'm sure we could figure out a way to just, you know, condense your savings tracker and trackers to fit that space or something like that. But we just need to be mindful of that if we're choosing Dutch doors. That's true. We could do a faux Dutch door. Okay. All right, well, let's vote on our options. Let me flip through the options one more time though. Okay, so card style or this or that. Oh no. I think I'll get rid of this one. That or that. Okay, so let me describe them each to you once and then we'll start a poll. Just kind of describe how we would alter them to use her theme. So not necessarily this exact pattern. I saved some other ones too, but I just love the, you know, like kind of fill the page, different kind of layers. And one of those would be the pink gingham and it would have hearts, you know, like we would include all of her key elements being hearts, bows, and cherries into the design. But the basic idea is just like fill the page with different kind of like rings of pink designs that fit what she's looking for. And then April in the middle. That's going to be option 1. Something resembling one of these card patterns with all of her key features in it. Option 2, we're going to have 4 options. Is to do some cherries, maybe heart-shaped cherries, I don't know, cherries with a bow as the main doodle, little bits of pink gingham kind of peeking out from behind, and then replace these flowers with more hearts and write April. So that's number 2. Number 3 would be April in the middle. We can change the font, make it a little bit more girly, and probably calligraphy. I feel like calligraphy just fits so well with bows and that kind of stuff. So we can change the font and then we would just do, yeah, like cherries here, a bow here. All these little ones would be hearts. Yeah, that's option 3. And then the gingham, I guess, would come in more on like the weekly spreads or monthly pages or whatever. And then option 4, not sure if we would do faux Dutch door or a real Dutch door. But we could do this kind of thing with a gingham pattern hiding in the background. And then April, probably a little bit lower so that we can fit a cherry and bow doodle situation up here as well. And then cut around it so that the gingham is revealed. Those are our options. If we could get a poll running for 1 minute, 4 options. Oh, thank you guys. Sorry, there was a bot. I was not available. So we'll get a poll running. Option number 1 is going to be something like one of these card layouts, just filling the page with layers of patterns and the doodles that she's looking for, hearts, cherries, gingham, yeah, bows, kind of just filling the page with that. That's option 1. Option 2, heart-shaped cherries with a bow over here, little bits of pink gingham peeking up from behind, and little hearts around. That's option 2. Option 3, change it to a calligraphy font. Again, cherries, bows, just kind of change these doodles to those, and then little hearts in place of the little dots. And then option 4 is the Dutch door, gingham hiding in the back, April with cherries and a bow on top as the front page, and then we cut around. Those are the options. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, the poll's over. Option 4, is it? Surprise, surprise. I don't think we've ever voted against a Dutch door. I feel like you just can't resist a Dutch door. All right, let's do it. Let's choose a color palette, and then we'll get into it. I need a new color palette paper because this one is getting full. Alrighty. So lots of pinks. Ashley, now that I have so many pinks, do you have 2 of these or 3 of these or however many that you know that you want, or do you want us to vote? I've got obviously some more muted ones like these 2, softer ones, deeper ones, bright ones, whatever. You can let me know if you have a preference based on these colors, or if you want us to vote. And this is 761. I feel like you can't read that one very well. 761 and 772 are the ones that are a little bit more tough to read. Like a hot pink and a light pink. Sounds good. I suppose we can swatch a couple options. Yes, I'll have to save the card option for another month because I've been eyeing it up for months. I've saved so many cards to my bullet journal board that I haven't used yet. Okay, so if we're going a hot pink and a light pink, let me swatch a few hot pinks that we can vote on, and then a few light pinks that we can vote on. So, where's 7? Okay, 815, yes. We'll swatch that one. 8, oh, we'll use that for the next round. 703 we'll use for the next round. 743 we'll use this round. 755. Okay, could we get a 1-minute poll for 3 options? We'll just do 3 options for both rounds, I think. So back-to-back 1-minute polls, 3 options. We're gonna choose more of a hot pink and then a lighter pink to pair with it. So options are 1, 2, or 3. One, 2, or 3. And then the next round, okay, I've got 803, 703, and 723. Where are you? Where is 723? Oh, there it is. Or are you thinking even lighter than this, Ashley? Option 1, 1? Okay. Sounds good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I might pull out my super, super light pink for some background elements, like the same one that we used in February. But to be the other kind of main pink, let's choose one of these. Option 1, 2, or 3 to pair with our brighter pink that we chose. And so Ashley, I'm guessing then the cherries, because that's one of our key doodles, that's going to be in this pink. Does that sound good to you? Yes, Brie, it's Ashley B. Is the one who ordered this journal. If you guys could put your votes in the poll up there, it's that little blue and white clipboard. That's the only way that TikTok will actually count it for us. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. I'm gonna put away March's color palette to clear a little bit of a desk space. The number for 2 is 703. Whoops. Option 1 again, hey? Alrighty. Sounds, oh wow, by a landslide. Sounds good. I'll put these ones away. All right, so Ashley, do you have a preference between a real Dutch door, in which case we would have to kind of probably condense some of your pages to fit either your calendar or your trackers behind the Dutch door, or we could do a fake Dutch door where we basically just like color the gingham on only part of the page, as though it's, you know, in the background, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't look the same, but it gives a similar effect. We can condense. Okay, I agree. I feel like we've got a little bit of space that we can play around with, so let's do that then. And then for the gingham, Ashley, is this a good color for the gingham, or are you thinking even lighter, like one of my super, super light pinks like this? Because I have 2 of those, I think. I've got 2 of those. I also have super light pink. Okay, I agree. Okay, that one maybe is a little bit too peachy. So this is the one that I used for February. Both of them require a million layers, which is super annoying. So maybe that one. Alternatively, let me check my acrylics, because if we wanted to just do like the acrylic pattern in the background, although acrylics doesn't necessarily do gingham as well, because when you layer it, it doesn't look darker where they overlap, you know? And that's maybe a bit too peachy as well. But I think my next one might be a bit too bright. Let's see. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking I'll go with the lightest Tombow again and then just do a couple layers. So like this one, and then I'll do a few layers of it. Because I think this one is going to be too bold compared to, oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe that one's okay. It's just, yeah, where with gingham, you kind of want it to be darker where they intersect, you know, and acrylics don't do that because it's like acrylic paint, you know, so we wouldn't get that part of the gingham effect. Yeah. Let's just get started. So yeah, Ashley, you can let me know if you have a preference. Like, yeah, we could bring in this pink. I feel like it fits okay in the family of pinks that we've got, but it wouldn't give that, you know, the gingham look thing. So it's either that one or one of my super light ones, and then just go over it a few times. Alrighty, so I'm gonna write April in bouncy calligraphy down here, and then do the cherries with a bow on top as our main doodle, and then we'll do the Dutch door behind that. I'm going to do the lettering in our slightly lighter pink because the cherries are going to be the darker pink. Oh, and sorry, you wanted to see the swatches. I'll try to let those sit up here for a sec while I do some lettering. I have been on for about an hour and no puzzle piece, I just checked. Thank you for the reminder, Tiana. No problem, Christy. I'm the same way. I just got a bunch of new Tombos and I wish the swatches online were more accurate because half of them I would not have gotten, but you just can't tell. Like, yeah. Tombos, lids, and swatches I find quite deceiving. All right, let's do some cherries here. They're gonna be like slightly heart-shaped cherries. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I hear crying boys upstairs. That probably means that they haven't even fallen asleep yet. Oh boy. All right. All right, Ashley, any thoughts on the background color for the gingham? So we could do, we'll call this number 2. I'll just number them all in order. I would say 2 or 4 are kind of the options. But yeah, this one is acrylic, so it wouldn't overlap and show that darkened patch on the gingham, you know? So yeah, 2 or 4, if you have a preference there, Ashley, you can let us know. Okay with either. Okay, other question. Should I do hearts on the letters or just normal highlights? Okay, I'm gonna go with 2. 2 is what I was leaning towards 2, and that's what I'm seeing in the chat. So I'm gonna go with 2. Aw, poor baby is supposed to be waking up in like 45 minutes, but they just take a long time to fall asleep these days. Hearts on it. Yeah, one of the pictures that she had saved, the reason why I'm thinking hearts is one of the ones she had saved was this lettering. So we could do like white hearts like that. Obviously, we're not going to do it stacked like that on the title page, but we could do the white hearts. Thanks for the follow, Jose. Normal, says Ashley. Okay. Sounds good. Yes, sorry. Tombow or like the felt type markers don't cover super well over top of acrylics. They kind of just like wash off almost. Oh, my husband is up there with the boys. I've been talking about hearing them crying. He's up there with them. That's why I'm so chill about it. The white gel pen is the Languo P600B. It's my current favorite. It's also the freebie with any journal purchase, whether you want one of these like coloring book style planners for the year or an empty journal that you can set up yourself like we do. You'll get one of these for free. Oh, poor little guy. Alrighty, so behind here, you know what, I want to cut this first so that I can see how far to do it. The picture that we saved, it was cut pretty much in half, like it was cut on the middle dot. Does that sound good? Cutting it, where is the middle? Is it, okay, it is that dot. So cutting it along this line or move it over to be like kind of more of a 2/3 situation. Lynn says yes to half. For whatever, Christine's journal, we definitely did more of a 2/3 situation, but our sample picture this time was a half. Over. 2/3, 2/3. Well, no, but I would just cut around the bow. Like, I'm not going to cut the bow off. I would cut around it, you know? Move it over. 2/3. Okay. I'm going to do it. I think I might do it like right over here so that we do have to bump out around the bow a little bit because that makes it a little bit more exciting than just cutting a straight line over there. So let's do... I thought you might have him with you. Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, they've got their like wake up clock or whatever that by default would go off in like 45 minutes. But that was the 1-year-old screaming. So if he hasn't fallen asleep, then he's definitely not ready to wake up in 45 minutes. So we are gonna set that back a little. Perfect. And then we get to cut around the bow a little bit. Okay, these scissors got some, I used them to cut tape for packing journal kits, and that was a bad decision because now they're kind of gunky a little, you know, which they just don't cut quite as easily, but that's okay. It doesn't really affect the cut, it just makes it a little bit more work to open and close them each time. Oh, the water-based Maui style ohuhus. Nice. Okay, thanks for sharing an update. Yeah, because we were just talking about ohuhus earlier. I'm not sure if you were here, but I would definitely look into those. Thanks for the follow, Christina. I know I do need an X-Acto knife. That is true. I'm just gonna take you guys down for 1 sec. I need to turn off my... Sorry, I thought it would let me keep talking as I took you down. I didn't realize it would pause, so I left you mid-sentence. I just needed to turn off their wake-up clock in my phone. So that is done. Now we can continue. I'm gonna flip the book this way and start working on the gingham. Hey, Maria. Yes, one away from the goal. And this is the last live of the week. So if anyone wants to help us hit our order goal and have it packed on the live stream today, we've got journal kits available. You choose your journal and then you can get 10 mystery items. We've got plain journals available. We've got some B grade discounted journals available, all through the link in my bio, and 10% off with the discount code livestream. We are very close to our goal this week. I'm trying to decide if I should do one more line. I guess I kind of have to because I don't want it to end on an open square. So we'll do one more line and then we'll do the horizontal. Alrighty, there we go. We've got our Dutch door ready to go. How long will I be on for? Probably another 30 to 60. Not totally sure. Now that my boys are sleeping longer, I've got a bit more of a window to work with here. Let's see here. I'm gonna put I'm just thinking options here, because what we need to fit is we need memories, 6 habit trackers, 1 saving tracker, and a calendar. And we've limited our space on the second page. So I'm trying to think of what we could fit in this page. What we could do would be fit the 6 habit trackers. Instead of doing them vertically like this, we could do them horizontally, do like 3 across, and then do the savings tracker above. So we could use this little cutout as our trackers page and just kind of merge it. You can actually fit that same thing on just a normal page. So we could do that here, so that neither of the calendars are like split across the middle, you know, neither of the savings tracker or these. So we could put our trackers page here, condense it to be 6 across, and then savings on top. Oh, thank you, whoever just placed an order. You help us hit our goal for the week, and we'll pack that up for you very soon. And then we could put our memories here, because memories, it's a little bit more, you know, open-ended, more or less just a heading and a couple of doodles. I'm thinking calendar here isn't really a great option unless you want to really condense your calendar. You'd have to crop the calendar boxes quite a bit to fit them in there. Do you want to choose, Ashley, or do you want us to choose that for you? Yeah, I'm thinking either condense the trackers onto here and put memories here, or condense the trackers here and then leave memories alone. Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that beachy sandcastle theme too. Thanks, Megan. Welcome here, you guys. Sriracha mayo. Oh, can't pronounce some of these. Coming in. Thank you, Tina. Let me welcome here, you guys. Let's do memories next to April, and then the other 2 condensed on this page. Okay, we can do that. Hey, Amy, thank you for joining. Alrighty, so then any ideas for the memories page? Because that's what we'll do next. I'll show you what we've done so far. In January, we wrote memories down the side and then had kind of a doodly border. February, we wrote memories on the top and had an actual border. And then March, we did a border with memories in the middle. Any thoughts for this one here? How we want to lay out the memories page? Yes, we just hit 20. Thank you guys so much for your orders this week. Ribbon border, doodle border. April's her birthday month, so she wanted lots of pinks. Gingham, hearts, cherries, and bows were the doodle ideas that she gave us. Card, yeah. We could do the card, but it would basically just be a border then, hey? Like, you know, we wouldn't want to fill too much of the page, because we want her to be able to write her memories. We could do like gingham across the top with memories on top of that in calligraphy, and then just leave the whole bottom of the page. Pink washi tape. I definitely have pink washi tape, but I don't think I have any that is this vibrant to match this theme. I've got a huge set of pinks, but they're like this like peachy to rusty range, you know? So they don't match with that. So yeah, we could do the gingham pattern around the edges and then like a couple cherries and memories or something. We could do gingham across the top. We could do memories down the side and then just like some cherries up here, some cherries down there kind of thing. Memories, I think, is a bit too long to turn into balloon letters to go across. Okay, I'm kind of thinking the gingham frame thing. And then maybe like putting hearts on some of the gingham spots. What do we think? Yes? Okay. I'm just gonna do it then. I'm just gonna start doing some gingham and we'll write memories somehow in pink and add some hearts on the gingham. But I don't want to take up too much of the page with the gingham frame. So I'm just gonna go in 2 dots on each side. Okay. All right. Memories. I'm gonna see if I have a finer calligraphy pen that would match this theme to do the heading in. Let's see. Does this one match well? Oh, that one matches really well. That's pretty much the same. I'll probably use that, but let's swatch this one too. Okay, yeah, that one's further off. So I'm thinking of doing smaller calligraphy with this. It's like the same color as this, but if I would do big calligraphy, I feel like with such a big border, that would take up maybe too much of the page. What do you guys think? That's what I'm leaning towards, is smaller calligraphy and then adding a few hearts in either white gel pen or pink onto the gingham. Smaller memories, big calligraphy, smaller for sure. Smaller is cute. Okay, let's do a bit smaller then. Memories, and then we'll add some hearts to the calligraphy. What do you think about the hearts? Pink or white? I'll just darken this up a tiny bit. Oh, black hearts. Pink from the cherries, the brighter pink. Okay. I think I'll go with that. All right, very cute. I love how that memories page turned out. I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea. So that's what we've got for April for our title and memories. We do need to fit our trackers over here and our calendar on this page. However, I do have a journal kit to pack for Catherine. Catherine, thank you so much for your order. I think we'll pause to pack that right away so that I for sure get that ready to mail off to her before the weekend. We are grabbing a matcha green pre-made journal for Catherine. This actually matches my actual matcha almost perfectly right now. Oh, you can hardly see. Oh, you're here. Thank you so much for your order. Let's get your journal ready for you. Thanks for sharing the live, Nova. All right, so Catherine, let's start with your charms. You were thinking a C and then a flower and a gem. Let me grab the options that we have for those and you can let me know what you like. So for C, we've got option 1, 2, or 3. Let me know what you prefer. Flowers, we've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, number 1 for the C. Excellent. And then I've got these little like diamond sort of charms, 2 different options there. Number 3 for the flower. And then the little diamonds, this one's a bit flatter. This one's more of like a teardrop 3D kind of situation, a little bit bigger. The smaller gem, excellent. On second thought, I think I might pair the gem with the C. I was gonna do it with the flower, but the flower already has more busyness of its own than the C. All right, and as I put these on, Catherine, you can let me know if you have any further details or clarifications or anything for your name page. You had said Catherine in lavender and light blue with flowers. So if you have anything else to add to that, you just let me know, and try to keep it in a single comment if you can so that we can pin it so it doesn't get lost. Oh, Lynn, we got a lot of snow over the past 2 days. I actually haven't been paying attention to the forecast for the rest of the week. But we've got a lot of snow, but also a lot of nice weather, so it's just like mush out there, you know? The snow's not sticking very much. But yeah, our deck, because it's mostly in the shade in the morning, so in the morning it's got like 3 inches of fluffy snow, and then by afternoon it's just dry, or not dry, it's wet from the snow melting, but there's no snow left because the sun has been so warm. We just wake up to winter and then end the day looking more like spring. Alrighty, so let me swatch some colors for you, Catherine. Light blue, I've got a few good ones that I can show you. I've got too many good ones, honestly. Tombow really nailed light blue. That's probably one of their best colors that they do. Okay, so I've got, this one's not a Tombow, but the others all are. And yeah, you can just let me know 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you have a preference here, Catherine. And I'll grab some purples for you as well. One, 2, or 3. Get more of a More of a pinky purple in there too, I suppose. Or 4. Any preference on the colors there, Catherine? Oh boy, I'm still hearing crying boys up there. That doesn't sound good. They were quiet for a while. My husband's with them, but they're just really struggling with nap today. You like number 1 for the blue, 4 if I need an accent color, and 4 for the purple. Okay, I was just thinking, oh shoot, I didn't really give myself, if you chose these two, I was like, what are we gonna do for the lettering? For your actual name, because these ones don't have brush tips, would you like me to use this one for the actual text of your name, or is there a different color that I can bring in for that? Because yeah, these two just have the chisels, so they don't really work well for calligraphy. This sounds good? Okay, so what I'm thinking, because you said you like small spring flower buds, lavenders or lilacs, I'm thinking maybe doing your name in the middle and then having like lavender sprigs kind of coming in from all sides with small white gel pen flower buds on your name. I think that's what we're gonna do for this one. Catherine, let me think about how I want to break that up. C-A-T. Yeah, I guess I'll just do 3 letters per row. All right. Thank you, Bree. Wait, what did I not see in time? Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, we've got 2 Brees. Sorry, back-to-back Brees. First Bree. What did I not see in time? Oh, just cat on the first line. I think we're good. I did see that, and I thought I checked the box, so hopefully we're good. I do often not see things in time, though, unfortunately. All right. Now let's do some lavender. This coming in from the sides here. Should we do just top and bottom or all 4 sides? What do you think? Or just bottom, I guess. Aw, thank you, Shelby, for sharing about the journals. How have your, oh no, I forget what they're called. The magnet. Needle minder. Needle minder. How are the needle minders doing? Have you listed them and everything already? Oh, nice. Okay. Any thoughts on, okay, flowers all around. I was just gonna follow up and see if there were any thoughts in the room about that. Yes, we can do flowers all around. Thank you guys for all the likes. I'm gonna take a sip of my matcha. Carol Ann, thank you for the follow. Alrighty, add some stems and then we'll do the white gel pen on the letters. Alrighty. I feel like these need some leaves on some of them too. And then, where's my white gel pen? It's around here somewhere. We'll add some little flower buds to the letters. Alrighty, there we go. Catherine's name page. Okay, what have I missed? Oh no. Oh, Ashley, I'm sorry. We're gonna do a kit here for Catherine, or Kat. 10 items, and we are avoiding stickers. Oops, there goes my marker. Thank you, Kat. I'm glad you like it. First of all, we've got some brush markers. Here's the pouch, 12 markers, fine tip and brush tip. Next, we've got some block stamps. Oh, washi stickers. We'll put that aside to replace. Oh no, Paige, I'm doing okay. There's just sad news in the chat. So I feel like I need to keep moving forward, but it feels wrong, you know? Tombow Fudenosuke. I can already tell this says girl stickers, so I'm not even going to waste my time there. Calligraphy pen. Let's see. Ooh, I feel like this is a nice lavender purple for you. Oh, this one also says stickers on it, and we're avoiding stickers, so I'm just gonna swap that out. 2 washi tapes. Let's see if we can find a few purples in here. I've got some gingham purples, but my florals, I don't really have a whole lot of purple. That one has purplish notes. Oh, that one's got purplish notes too. Maybe let's do those. Yeah, let's do that. And then we've got, oh, dot stickers. So we have 4 to replace because she didn't want stickers. And we drew 4 types of stickers. So let's get some replacements. 1, 2, 3, 4. White gel pen. Grab one of those. Then we have some fine liners. Three sizes. More washi tape. No, the journals are not dated, Brie. They can be used for any year. Maybe I'll give you one with like some greenery, because that fits with anything. And then where was that other cute little purple one that we had? Cute little purple accent. Alrighty, and then we've got another calligraphy pen. Let's see what other color options we have. Do I have a soft blue in here? Not really. I think I already gave my soft blue ones up. Should we do a deeper purple? Or let's see. I'm gonna go with deeper purple unless you want something different. Pink or green? Okay. Let's do a green. There we go. Alrighty, that is your kit. Thank you so much for your order, Catherine. That was order 1639 for Catherine, and all of the orders from this week will be processed tomorrow. So I'll be doing the gold foil covers, shipping labels, getting everything packed, all of that kind of stuff tomorrow, and then they'll be sent out to you on the weekend. Yes, those calligraphy pens are similar to the Pentel ones. Yeah, the tip is quite similar. Yeah, like as far as the firmness of it and all. Alrighty. I'm trying to hear what's going on with my boys because I'm sure I heard them both out of their room, so I'm wondering if my husband is like taking them. He's gonna go pick up that grocery order that I was talking about earlier that got delayed, and I'm wondering if he's trying to take them along and if he ditched the nap, but it doesn't matter. I don't hear them crying, So I think I have a little bit more time that I can be on. We're gonna try to fit her trackers page onto here. So let's think about how we could work this out. How much space do I have over here? Okay. So we don't quite have enough room for two of this size trackers to be side by side in either of these spots. So I'm thinking we might need to split one across the middle because we need to fit 6. But we don't have room to fit them vertically because then where are we going to put the savings tracker, you know? For those who weren't here before, because we did a Dutch door, we need to kind of shuffle some of her stuff around, her monthly pages around, to make it fit behind the Dutch door instead of having a usual full 2-page spread for it. So I'm thinking we might need to do 3 habit trackers, 1 will be split in the middle, kind of 2 rows of that, and then the big savings tracker, or vice versa, habits on the top, savings on the bottom, whatever. I'm thinking that might be our best bet. And then once those are on, we can kind of, you know, like doodle some cherries over here, a bow over here, whatever. But I think that's going to be our best bet. Kind of want to do a solid fill for the habit trackers, but maybe that's too similar to February. Is that what I did for February? I think it is. Okay, yeah, I won't do that again because that's what we did for February. We'll just do a darker pink outline then. Habits first, then savings. That's what I was leaning towards at this point too. Okay, so let's see. I want 4 days, maybe 4 days over here, 3 days over there. Okay, and then if we do a second one, that should still be tall enough for the savings. Okay, so this is where I want to draw my first line. And what's the calendar look like in April? Oh, right, I haven't even drawn it yet. Usually I have my calendar page to reference for the habit trackers because I just do them all the same shape. Let me pull up, where's my calendar here? 2027. So April's got 5 days, or sorry, 6 days across the bottom, 3 days across the top. Okay. Three, 6, 7. Yes, see you, Ashley. Thanks for joining us as much as possible this week. I hope your weekend goes well. Okay, so 6 days across the bottom. Yes. And then 4 and 3. 3. And then I'm gonna write habits and savings at the end. So savings tracker, we wanna do 3, 6, 9. Yes, see you next week, Paige. Okay. 3, 4. And then 3 there. Okay, I think that's right. All right, so now we've got to put our headings in for habit tracker and savings tracker, and then we'll add just a few doodles kind of in some of the gaps. We don't want to doodle too much on this, on the part that's visible anyways. But yeah, we'll add a few doodles and our headings, and then this page will be good to go. Nanny. I have definitely messed up pages. I've never really had to totally start over. I've done pretty big cover-ups where I'll like cover a big portion of the page with either craft paper or more journal paper. Sorry, I'm getting close to the end of my matcha, so I'm trying to swish up the last little. I'm just gonna keep moving. Habit tracker. Habit tracker, and then I'm gonna write savings tracker in the same way, and then we'll do our little doodles. I think I like the condensed version too. The gap in the middle is a little bit awkward because it just makes this one, excuse me, I've got little hiccups, makes this one take up, you know, have an awkward space in the middle that I don't want to use as a tracking spot, but you can't just ignore it. So it's a little bit more awkward, but I do like the condensed version and kind of sharing the page between two things. I feel like that works quite well. All right, let's do some cherries in our big open spot over here. Heart-ish cherries. And then maybe over here, I'll just do a bow. And then some small hearts around the rest of the page. But those will be our bigger doodles, because that's the part over there that's covered. I didn't want to doodle on the part that's going to be showing. So we've got kind of this little area that's covered here and this part. I'm gonna add just a few of our like small heart doodles. Around as like little filler doodles. Add a little bit of white gel pen. Add some white on the cherries. And maybe just some dots on the bow. Alrighty, I think that is good for the trackers page. And that is where I'm gonna have to leave off for today. Let me give you guys a flip through of where we're at so far, and maybe a quick flip through of Christine's journal as well before I send that off, because I have done all my filming with it. I'm gonna pack it up tomorrow and send it off with all of the orders that are going out this weekend. So January, we've got our very blue, snowy winter theme. February, we did a Valentine's theme and we landed on this kind of stamps layout. And these are the weeklies for February. And then March was St. Patrick's themed. So that's what we did for our title page, calendar, and then our trackers. And here are the weekly spreads, which we finished up today on the live. And then we started April, which is her birthday month. And the prompt for this month was lots of pinks, gingham, hearts, bows, and cherries. That was the prompt for the month. So that is what we will continue working on when we're back together next week. But let me give you guys one quick look at Christine's journal before we say goodbye to this one. We were working on it for about 6 weeks, from middle of January till beginning of March, I guess. I had a week off in there as well. So this will be the last that we see of this on the live stream, but I have been sharing some of it already on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see more of it there. And also my YouTube channel, I share flip throughs of everything. So there's over 100 flip throughs for you to catch up on if you would like to see more of the journals that we've done. All of her yearly spreads, she's got a ton of this Lisa Frank theme. And her January was also very blue and snowy. These are the weekly spreads. February, she wanted a brown tabby theme, and it's her birthday month. March, an Easter theme with a focus on the cross and the resurrection. April, she wanted one of her other pets, her Rottweiler. Puddles and muddy paw prints was the prompt. Oh, thank you, Gypsy's Adventures. I had fun making that one. The craft paper, the white gel pen, that was a fun one. June, we've got a baseball theme. This is the month where her son plays baseball. So we did a little scoreboard for the dates and then baseball doodles as well. July, we've got our 4th of July theme. Bunch of fireworks for the title page and then little 4th of July doodles on each page. Then for August, she wanted a back to school theme, and you guys came up with a backpack dumping out school supplies. September, she requested a Nebraska Cornhuskers football theme. So that's what we attempted here. So for those of you who are new, these are all custom orders. None of these are my journal. This one's for Christine. Our current one is for Ashley. And we work on these together on the live stream 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. Every stroke, every page we do together on live. October ended up being one of my favorites, not because I like Halloween, but because I had fun with the lettering, the colors, the doodles, all of that. So yeah, if you guys like this kind of thing and want to see future journals come together, feel free to follow along. We'll see you again on Monday. November, we did a Dutch door for Thanksgiving. And I do post replays of everything on my YouTube channel. So if you want a replay of any of the live streams, or if you want flip throughs of any of my past journals, like I said, I've got over 100 flip through videos on my channel. You can find that as well. Just Rylee Autumn on any platform. We'd love to have you join us. Thanks for the follow, Stephanie. And then December is a Christmas theme with some nativity doodles. She wanted to be sure that those were included as well, so we put those on some of the ornaments. And yeah, that brings us to the end of Christine's journal. Like I said, we spent about 6 weeks on the live stream working on this one together every day. And now that I've filmed a flip through of it, I've captured some content, I'm going to pack it up with all the journal orders from this week, and those will all be mailed out either tomorrow or Saturday. They'll be packed tomorrow and then mailed out at my husband's earliest convenience. He always volunteers to do that for me, which I really appreciate. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining today. Rebecca, I am from Canada, so I definitely ship to Canada. Thank you all for joining today and for working on Ashley's journal with us. Thank you for the follow, you guys. Like I said, I won't be live tomorrow. I never really am on Fridays, but I will be back on Monday, likely in the afternoon, so this kind of same time slot. If you would like to know in advance when I'm going to be live and what we'll be working on that day, I always try to announce that in my Instagram stories. So you can join me there, Rylee Autumn, or find our replays on YouTube. And if you are interested in placing an order, please don't forget to use the discount code LIVESTREAM to get 10% off. Thank you for the follows, you guys. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you again next week as we keep working on Ashley's